anak ko.
Akin na yung anak ko!
Don't do it personal.
A little longer than a few minutes later. Meanwhile,
ikulong mo na yan. Alam naman natin kung sino sila. Ikulong mo na. Kunin mo lahat ng pera nila. Pagbenta mo na yung mga bahay nila, ibalik sa ano. What would then I be accused of if we did that? Secondly, if basta-basta lang tayo nagsasabi hindi maganda ebidensya, basta kasuhan mo na. Kung nanalo, kung maakwit, dahil hindi magandang pagkahanda ng kaso, technicality. Nagka-technicality. Can you imagine these people who have stolen billions from the government and from the people, nakawala dahil hindi maganda ang pagka-handle ng ebidensya. Just be yung nagmamadali, yung hindi maaari yan. Hindi delikado tayo. Kaya natin sabihin ko sa pulis, dakipin nyo na yan. Basta ikulong nyo, bahala na. Anong mangyayari doon? Sira yung kaso natin and you cannot charge.
Hi. Sir, various labor groups and business groups expressed your disappointment for slow progress of our fight against corruption.
Yeah.
How satisfied are you with the performance of the ICI? And do you think we need the Independent People's Commission under the Senate Bill 1215 proposed by, I think it was Senator Tito Soto?
All right. We have to remind people that we have now moved from the political arena to the legal one. And the legal arena has very strictly defined procedures. I get messages all day, every day. Ikulong mo na yan. Alam naman natin kung sino sila. Ikulong mo na. Kunin mo lahat ng pera nila. Pagbenta mo na yung mga bahay nila, ibalik sa ano. What would then I be accused of if we did that? Secondly, if basta-basta lang tayo nagsasabi hindi maganda ebidensya, basta kasuhan mo na. Kung nanalo, kung maakwit, dahil hindi magandang pagkahanda ng kaso, technicality. Nagka-technicality. Can you imagine these people who have stolen billions from the government and from the people, nakawala dahil hindi maganda ang pagka-handle ng ebidensya? That would be much worse result. So, due process must be observed. We must make sure na alam naman talaga natin kung sino sila. Kaya tiyakin natin na makukulong talaga sila. At ang kanilang mga ninakaw ay ibalik sa gobyerno, ibalik sa tao. But just be yung nagmamadali, yung hindi maaari yan. Hindi delikado tayo. Kaya natin sabihin ko sa pulis, dakipin nyo na yan. Basta ikulong nyo, bahala na. Anong mangyayari doon? Sira yung kaso natin and you cannot charge them. Again, there is that principle of double jeopardy in the law. So, what is more important? That we just file cases. Basta sige lang. Remember, nobody has gone to court yet. There's no conviction yet. And the court, marami pang, what is the process? Pagka binigyan yung may complainant sa ombudsman, sa DOJ, may preliminary investigation pa. Magbubuo ng investigasyon. Kailangan matibay-tibay yung ebidensya. Kasi kung hindi matibay yung ebidensya, makakawala yung, maakwit yun. Kaya tiyakin natin na matibay yung ebidensya. Hindi madaling gawin yun. Dahil yung iba, yung mga witness, yung ating mga resource person, hindi nagsasabi ng totoo, may mga tinatago, etc., etc. Kailangan ma-extract yun sa kanila, yung impormasyon na yun. Para gawing ebidensya, para madala sa kung saan man, sa sandigan, sa ombudsman, eto na yung kaso. At malalaman natin na tiyak na makita natin na yung talagang alam natin na gumawa ng katiwalian, na nagnakaw talaga sa gobyerno, ay magbabayad. And magbabayad, they will pay for it with their liberty, and they will pay for it with treasure that they have taken away from government. I think it's more important that we get one chance at this. Isa lang ang chance natin. We cannot waste that opportunity to bring justice to those people, to bring those people to justice, and to bring justice to the Filipino people. So, do you want to get it done quickly, or do you want to get it done right? That's the choice that we have. So I understand the frustration because we do have a very good idea about who these people are. But you have to take them to court. You have to present evidence. They have to be convicted. And as I'm sure anyone who has been involved in any kind of legal proceeding, we are all very frustrated, especially non-lawyers, are very frustrated by how long it takes. Ang sagot naman ng mga abogado sa atin is that may kasabihan sa kanila, the law grinds very slowly, but it grinds very well. So we're counting on that.
Sir, just a quick follow-up. What do you think of the plans of ICI?
The wheels of justice grind slowly, but they grind very well. Yeah.
So what do you think of the plan of ICI to live stream their investigation? How will it affect the credibility of the process?
I don't think it has an effect on the credibility of the process. I think it's a practical matter, really, because if the problem that the ICI has right now when it comes to the issue of live streaming and other issues is hindi pa nabubuo yung kanilang rules. So they still have to finalize those so that we have a clear understanding of what is the best way to proceed. Will live streaming help? Will it not? So we just have to wait for the ICI to make that decision for themselves. I have an opinion, of course, but talagang ang gusto kong makita ng tao, hindi ako nakikialam ng the executive, the government, hindi nakikialam dyan. We provide them a budget and we allow them to run everything the way they want, to hire the people that they want, and yung mga substantial matters ay nasa sa kanila yon. Kaya talagang rinirespeto namin yung unang I, independent Commission on Infrastructure. Let us make sure we are making sure that they are truly independent. So those decisions have to be left to them.
Thank you, Mr. President. The next question from Christian.
Sir, with the rules of tension on the Philippines as the ASEAN chair, how would you respond to the concerns that domestic corruption issues could overshadow the country's leadership in the regional side, sir?
We do not allow those local political issues of any member state to intrude into what we are trying to do. That's my experience so far. Hindi kami nakikialam sa bansa, sa ibang bansa. We talk about ASEAN, and whatever is happening in other other countries who belong to ASEAN, it doesn't really enter into our conversation. It does not make a difference to the directions that we would like to take, the initiatives that we would like to make. So, hindi siguro, in my experience so far, kasi alam naman natin yung mga ibang bansa, wala pa naman tayo, hindi pa naman tayo siya. May konting gulo dun sa kanila, may pumutok na issue sa kanila, pero hindi pumapasok sa usapan. Pagka nasa plenary na kami, pinag-uusapan na ano yung gagawin natin sabay-sabay. Because it doesn't matter for the decision making of ASEAN. Turn that around. The only thing that matters to the decision making process in ASEAN is what each member is willing to do and agrees to do. If they agree in the concept, this is what dito tayo, lalapit tayo dito sa bansang ito, whatever it is. Or we'll open up a center for cultural exchange. O kung sumang-ayon lahat, sumang-ayon lahat. Walang kinalaman kung ano yung sitwasyon nila dun sa local.
Hello, sir. So are you sharing these values of combating corruption to
Of
the member state?
Sharing the recommend
These values and principle removed to fight corruption, sir.
to
To the members of the ASEAN.
what will I propose to the members of the ASEAN?
These values of combating corruption, sir.
We all want to combat corruption. It's not. I'm not there. I'm not there. Even if you're the chair, hindi mo inuutusan ito mga ito. These are presidents and prime ministers and one king, a sultan. So it's not in our. We have no place to tell them that this is what you should do, this is what you should not do. Maybe the most you can say is that I believe ASEAN should head in this direction. Do you agree? We don't agree. Why not? I don't know. Maybe we can work around it. That's how the process goes. Can you imagine if we started telling them what to do? Wala na, sira na yung buong proseso.
Thank you, Mr. President.